Welcome back to another Wynncraft video. So the last video I did when I went through different player housing, I got a lot of suggestions on a lot of other really cool ones to check out. So today we are going to go through and we're going to check more of those out. Oh, we did just get a rare out of our daily crate, just sick. But anyway, I don't want like the best of the best to not be seen, so I definitely want to go ahead and check those out. So, oh, epic! Oh, let's go. Let's see what we can do with all this. Um, so we have rare. So we have some godlies, rare, epic. Okay, can't really do too much with this yet, but we have a banana sword. It's pretty sick. But okay, anyway, we are going to go ahead and visit some more islands. Again, I have a large list that was given to me and suggested, so we're going to go through that, and I'll see you in the first one. The first player house we are going to go to is Winter's Delight by Wintertime. So first thing I'm going to do is give it the nice little upvote, and we're going to kind of check it out. So normally flight is disabled here, but Wintertime turned it on for me, so I can kind of get a easier overview. They said they developed this for like utility and for hide and seek, and in thought. And you can see they're typing in the chat, encouraging parkour and finding spots that aren't full-blown hiding spots, which is sick. We like to do hide and seek. I think this would be a cool island to do it on. There's lots of verticality, buildings with like actual finished interiors, which is awesome. If you watch my last video, you know I'm not the biggest fan if like someone builds a massive structure and then it's just empty. But all of these buildings actually have a use. Like you may not use them, but they're all furnished. They have stuff inside, and it is still a work in progress, and it's pretty darn awesome. The next housing plot we're going to be looking at is Neferia's HQ. So first impression is it kind of looks like a clean, modern-ish style. Let's kind of see what this main section here has. So lots of stalls with like actual useful NPCs, identifier, blacksmith, trade market, and a bank. It's pretty much the cornerstone of what most people are going to actually end up using. Little combat testing area over here. Player shops, okay, letting their guild members set up shops around this little shopping district. Pretty neat. So far, I'm liking what I see. I like the utility of this place. It's simple and it will actually work. We have like a little table section. Some trophies. Showing off some trophies. Some message board. Okay. Guess this is a list of people who've left the guild. Interesting. Little graveyard. Alright. What is over here? Is that like a mythic item? Oh yeah. Mythic item that they can all gather around and talk about things as they're looking at a mythic item. Okay, this is just like an odd little art wall. Okay, anyway. I like what I see. There's not just like some giant shell. This must be like a little apartments. There's not like some just giant shell with nothing inside of it. It has a cool modernish design. And the colors all pop together, and I think that is really cool. So this one definitely gets an upvote, and we'll move on to the next one. The next housing plot we are going to be looking at is the Aishan housing. I think that's how it is pronounced. Someone just joined right in front of me. Hello. Looks like this is a member of the guild here. One of the captains. So this place is looks like more of a city type design, more of pretty standard Are you that YouTuber guy? maybe. But anyway, I like this little market strip here. I like that the market shops are right next to the trade market. And then there's a little main square. Okay, okay. So one thing that this place did that I'm just now noticing that I really like is it kind of captures the charm of a lot of the cities in Wynncraft around the world, where it has like this main town square type of thing, um, and it has like all of the things you need. You just got to walk to each different corner. You know, this is very Detla's-esque, I would say. And Detla's is definitely my favorite town, so I'm a big fan of that. And now, up here... Let's see, I mean, this one already, just because of that town square thing, has won a big chunk of my my respect, because it just instantly just made me think of Detla's and the great utility. So it looks great. I enjoy all of this little nature area back here. He's still messaging me. Yes. But sweet. We have a little library. I enjoy that, just like with the winter times housing, like I don't see just like shells. Like I don't see, oh look, it is a empty, like an empty house. Like stuff, even if there's not a utility thing in there, like a profession or a shop or something like that, there is still, you know, like furnishing. So unlocks when Project Sky is finished. Okay. A little tree nature area and a penguin in memoriam. The penguin slaughtered by some people. Okay, I don't know why they slaughtered penguins. And then the little gatehouse. I like this one. This is a place I could see just being actually somewhere in the world. So I think that's really neat. They didn't overdo it, and I respect that. Alright, the next house that we are at is the Aquatus. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Or Aquatus, I don't know. Housing for the guild. First things first, there is just like this giant temple looking building straight when you walk in with a fountain, and there's depth to it, so I like the, you know, first entrance scene you get. I also like that there are a bunch of shops along the edges, and the pillars are cool, and there's lighting in different areas to kind of draw your eye. Like you get drawn to the statue because of the lighting, so I think that's really cool. Over here, just like a little bar. Okay. Some little outdoor little pond, but it seems like the majority of the guild island is going to be actually inside here. So let's head inside. First things first, they've got a message board. Okay, so they have like this little centralized area with the NPCs that everyone cares the most about. Is there an item identifier? Okay, okay. Maybe I'd put an item identifier instead of like a powder master here, but that's just me. Okay, let's come around here. This is just kind of barren. I won't lie, this little section just looks out of place. And with like the lights coming through the ceiling like that, I'm not a big fan of those just kind of being popped out. I like how these did. Maybe that's a work in progress area. That's kind of what it seems like. But we just have some empty rooms. Maybe this is supposed to be like individual guild members' housing. But just some empty rooms. Potion merchant. Okay. So far the interior, not great. Not great. Like the design in the hallways and stuff is cool, but then you got a bunch of empty stuff. This one is just completely blocked off. Okay, okay. So it does look like it's guild member housing, which makes more sense. Keeping up with guild member housing in this way would be quite difficult, because if someone leaves the guild or becomes inactive, then you have to worry about taking it all down and prepping it for the next person. This must be like where they have their meetings in their big table. Oh, it would suck to have to be the guy that has to walk all behind these people's chairs to get to their chair on the other side. There's not enough room for that. Uh, Little bookshelves. It's just kind of dark. I can turn Fulbright on. It makes it look better, but, it's just dark. Up here, another trade market, and there's kind of nothing. Okay. The outside... Oh, here's all the profession stations. No item identifier again. Anyway, the outside view when you are like first coming in is awesome. They definitely nailed this aspect of it. But just the kind of glaring issue with the big buildings is you build it and then you don't usually use it. The next housing is ILA by Echo Lu. So this one seems like it's an individual house and not a guild house. So first thing I've noticed is that it's a big dome. And I think there's something on top of the dome up here. Oh, it's like a moon with a house built into it. That's really cool. We'll check that more out in a bit. But okay, when you walk in, there is a little combat test area. Those are always good to check DPS. On the other side, all the profession stations, trade market, a message board, kind of seems like a to-do list. Okay, utility rooms. Those are always nice to have during the front, so you will actually use them. And okay, we've got some more combat dummies. What's down here? A mine? Okay, this thing looks nice. Does it have a use? No, but it looks nice, right? Oh, I can't open that. They must have that turned off. No, I just sold an item. My ultramarine belt has just sold. Okay. Alright, let's come into the main building here. I would consider this the main building of the plot. Has trade market, blacksmith, powder master. Okay, this place actually has an identifier. That's on the first floor. Second floor seems furnished. It's kind of funny how I am kind of a picky judger on these housing. What the heck? Just a money room. When I don't do any building myself, so of course, like, I come from a stance of like what I like to look at, not what I can do myself. I could not do any better than any of the people that are building these things. Right? Like, they are much better builders than me, so I do want to make that known. Every build I look at is like way above the caliber I could make myself. But this kind of looks like a little prison. It's my guess it's a little prison. Okay. Maybe it's like a little fishing house. It's a guitar over there. Okay. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but they look neat. And then up at the top we have the house moon that I want to go check out. Make sure to upvote. Oh, I already did. Alright, the house moon. I think it's just going to be a house. Nothing wrong with that. Someone just wanting to be artistic. I like that it's not just a shell. I like that there's actually stuff inside. Looks like still maybe a work in progress up at the top here. It is just kind of a shell at the top. But I don't have access to that room. Okay. I'm sure with time this will be finished up. But anyway, super cool house. Alright. So the last island I want to look at today is it's just called Housing Island by Fredon Blue 02. Fredon Blue 02 took a very different approach than most other people. This is kind of what would happen if I decided I wanted to try to make a housing island. It would look something similar like this. But it seemed like Fredon Blue just came in here and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna start building and making stuff that only soldiers allowed in here. He's gonna start making stuff that he thinks is kind of funny or cool or silly. Uh, so I do, I respect it. I don't know what this donation button does, but okay. Hopefully I'm not giving money every time I click that. There's a sauna. Like, you have to respect everyone can't build as great as, like, winter time or ILA or any of those other places. And that's okay. They're still having fun with it. So this is like a emerald dirt diamond guy holding up a dirt lattice pancake, and on top of it is more dirt and more dirt. Okay, we got some hearts, some like little emojis on the side. We have a nice little flag section with these color changing blocks. That's pretty neat. Okay, some cool color changing blocks. Gotta respect that. Over here we have the terracotta sculpture. What's on the inside here? Nothing. Okay. Not a big fan of how this is just a shell. You know how I feel about shells Forbidden Blue. But interesting. Out here we have just like a bunch of flowers. Okay. Another little flower farm looking thing. Jukebox. Balloon oh, he built his own balloon up here. That's pretty neat. A little combat test area. Whatever this is, you gotta every island has to have one of those things. Whatever that was, every island needs one. Go up here. Oh, okay, this might be the little profession area. This place just keeps going and going. So it looks like a minotaur type thing. Then we have this section with all the little professions. Utility. Can't knock them for that. You have like an RV. Okay, like a trailer. Bouncy castle looking things. Some hidden NPCs. I just found a little secret. Oh my goodness. The hidden NPCs on this island? Question mark? Let's go up. This one just has me so curious on, like, how did this come to be? Why are there 6 different stations that have all of the professions things in it? Enjoy, don't forget. At the top, I only copy the 2 Mario. Okay. Something about Mario. Is there supposed to be Mario references in here? Is that like what I was missing earlier? Oh, this place even makes me lag, which is surprising. But you got to give it to Forbidden Blue for the uniqueness of this house. Also, just realizing I kept calling him Forbidden when it's Fredon Blue, so apologize for getting the name wrong. That is going to be it for our housing tour video. There will be more to come. There are so many great projects to look at and to kind of give my opinion on. So I really like doing this. Again, I come from a position of someone who likes to look at nice things, not of someone who can build nice things. So all of the things that we have seen are built by people that can build way better than me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.